Okay. What up, guys? It's your boy, the Daily Gaming, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Now, before I do anything, guys, I'm just letting you guys know from now on, I'm uploading Monday through Friday. That's our new schedule. Monday through Friday, we're uploading. Saturday, Sunday, I'm taking a break, days off. So only now I'm uploading only Monday through Friday. So don't get confused if I don't upload Saturday or Sunday. So there's that. I'm not uploading Saturday and Sunday anymore. I'm uploading now Monday through Friday. Usually I would upload Monday through Sunday, but now I'm uploading Monday through Friday because your boy needs to take a break sometimes, need some days off. So let's see where we left off. Let me make sure everything is running fine because sometimes OBS can mess me up a bit. But it looks like everything is working perfectly fine. I'm hoping. So our last save. Let's see where we left off. Hint, you can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Okay. Who should I show my poem to first? Okay, Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. Okay. She's my good friend after all. Dot. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Daily. Eh, I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Uh, Geez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a daily poem. Oh, okay, I get it, because, my name is Daily. It's a daily poem, no? Okay. And that makes it feel extra special. Well, thank you, Sayori. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, Daily. Deep down, you're not selfish at all. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. Um, I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay? Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? No? Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. The next time I won't forget. And I am gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go with Monica, guys. I don't know. Hi, Daily. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Daily. We're all a little embarrassed, you know. But it's the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayuri would like. Is that so? Is that so? You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's kind of vibey. So I think that's kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Haha, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knows that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a lot of it could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. Why can I not read, bro? Like, I don't know what it is with me that every time I read, I don't know what it is. Okay, for some reason I can't read today. That's okay. I love you. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. God damn it. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. Is just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Okay, so what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really that. I'm sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Well, that is true in a way. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this: if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Yeah, that works. That's my advice for today. Well, thank you, Monica. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Or let's go with Natsuki. Dot dot dot. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay? Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Here's my thing. Why doesn't Natsuki think negative? Like she's like, oh, you're not gonna like my poem, whatever. Why does she keep thinking that? That's what I'm wondering, guys. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem next? Guess Yuri, since she's the last option. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first writing. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. So is she trying to say that my poem is bad? It's okay, I'm not salty, I'm not mean, I'm not gonna say anything back. It might take Yuri a while to get used to the new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying, right? It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through them myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. It also helps that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if there's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, let's read her poem now. Ghost, Ghost Under the Light. The what? The tendrils of my the tendrils, right? The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last get to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past, the light flickers. I flicker back. Damn, what is wrong with me guys today? Oh jeez. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems, not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Woohoo, actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Daily. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Natsuki, what's with this language? Eh, did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh, you mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Daily did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Daily liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Uh-huh. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Daily appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. You, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one I don't want to say that, magically grew a size bigger as soon as Daily started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, this doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Daily? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this would have happened in the first place. What's the point in making poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Daily. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning to the most It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Daily? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be, I don't know. Help me, Sayuri. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, dying up any word. Oh, dying up. Drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Daily? Well, that's her problem. That this isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being, she would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings that with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Oh god. Okay, Sayuri stands up triumphantly. Did I tell you guys this game isn't for kids? Yeah, this game is not for kids. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayuri is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject as president. That's kind of embarrassing for me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayuri is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it's worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Daily, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Oh, I nod to myself with newfound determination. Daily, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent so much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No, no, no. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Daily, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. Well, that's good. You get to spend time with me. You know, that's good. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Well, thank you, Sayori. Thank you for making me feel comfortable. Because your boy was pretty nervous. That's. Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I put Sayori on the shoulder. Oh, I pat. God, I can't read. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay. Now I have to pick words. Giggle. Insight. Play. Vacation. Summer. Wonderful. Special. Not picking this word. Rainbow. Joy. Comfort. Shiny. Determination. Romance. Family. Cute. Friends. Together. Games. Amazing. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Daily. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and let, lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only two small coins fall out. Ah, I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's, but there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Wow, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Uh-huh. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. Ah, I wasn't listening or anything. It wasn't just something in my book. Yuri, tell Daily let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after putting after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Okay? Did I just... I didn't mean that. I get too absorbed into my book. You... Uh-huh. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution? That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there is a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Plop. Kaya. Ow. What was... a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution? Actually, that one almost worked. Uh-huh. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Uh-huh. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours look really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her. Jeez, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down, takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthfuls, Yuri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. Hmm, that's a bit unusual. Oh boy. Where is this going now, guys? Where is this going? I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just has something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh, you don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh, Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. The boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really... I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay, that sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Daly. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really, not really. I chose to leave Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Okay, that's weird. Daily. Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up. Me and Monica, we're gonna make sure... Oh my god, me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay. Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Daily to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion, so see if you can find... Okay. Ready, Daily? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the clubroom. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Daily, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the one prosperous field before me, it's is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Eh, you meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast. Don't say it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey Daily, the classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. Going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons. Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine, fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Smack. Hiya. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow! You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori's sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori, but it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently push her bangs to the side. Ow, sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Daily, where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. Aha, what are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. Okay, so right click gets rid of the dialogue. I pass Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink, but I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. Uh-huh. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against a bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you've cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Daily, That kind of reminds you of growing. This kind of reminds you of growing up. What do you mean? You know what? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do something, but sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and you were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out, even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault, kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Daily, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Well, thank you. Don't call me that. Okay, I guess I don't like being called a sweetheart. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right, Daily. I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? Uh, If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after all. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make my promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah, she clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Oh my god. I keep my fingers, my hands, bro. I don't know what is going on. I keep clicking really fast out of nowhere. Good timing. I was just about ready to start sharing our poems. Sayuri, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about. I was playing it with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything you needed? Uh-huh, I have it right. And Sayuri frantically glances around herself. I forgot all of the stuff. Calm down, Sayuri. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Aha! Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Daily. Well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone, are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Who should I show my poem to first? Sayori, I guess. Daily. I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you really the only one who feels that way, so no way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much you like something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Eh, what? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life, but you somehow make everything in your life an adventure? Even the little things, like cooking? Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. Eh, I don't know if I understand. Sigh. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Aha, yeah, hey. I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Daily, will you give me your poem? I kinda want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Uh-huh. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I don't write this for you. Sigh. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. Ah, I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends over. Then Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped, but being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. So sorry. It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today, uh-huh. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. Um, but it's not good as yours. Geez, don't worry, I'm sure I'll like it. Okay, and now we're reading her poem. Man, this fucking is full of reading. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid off a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams, little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. I It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Uh-huh, don't get ahead of yourself. Terry's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes her heart pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? Okay, let me save it here. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna save it here, guys. I think I recorded long enough. I'm not feeling too good, so I don't feel like recording any longer. By the way, guys, the new schedule for the YouTube uploads is now Monday through Friday. Saturday, Sunday, I'm taking off, and today I'm just not feeling too good right now. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. If it's a short video, I'm sorry, but next episode I'm gonna make sure it's a long one. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know you guys liked the first episode of it. This episode, I hope you guys like it. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Because why not, right? Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.